The secrets to getting into 5 Ivy League schools, a trip to Costco. This famous Costco essay earned Brittany Stinson admission to Yale, UPenn, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Stanford, and more. Honestly, it is the best proof that there's no such thing as having nothing to write about. Today, we'll be diving into why the Costco essay is so great and how you can use the 4 techniques featured here to make your story something so powerful and refreshing that it stays with readers for years. I'm Kevin from the elevated.school, Yale grad, amateur breakdancer, and pro college counselor who's helped hundreds of students from every background imaginable gain acceptances into every single top 20 American university. Since I started doing this type of work in 2017, I've read hundreds, if not thousands, of Common App essays about everything from pocket constitutions to getting kidnapped by the Taliban. But this Costco essay just hits different. I mean, I must have read it over 5 years ago, but still it remains kind of like stuck, glued to my memory, because it's just that good. So to begin, let's read this essay together. Managing to break free from my mother's grasp, I charged. With arms flailing and chubby legs fluttering beneath me, I was the ferocious 2-year-old rampaging through Costco on a Saturday morning. My mother's eyes widened in horror as I jettisoned my churro. The cinnamon sugar rocket gracefully sliced its way through the air while I continued my spree. I sprinted through the aisles, looking up in awe at the massive bulk products that towered over me. Overcome with wonder, I wanted to touch, to taste, to stick my head into industrial-sized freezers to explore every crevice. I was a conquistador, but rather than searching the land for El Dorado, I scoured aisles for free samples. Before inevitably being whisked away into a shopping cart, I scaled the mountain of plush toys and surveyed the expanse that lay before me, the kingdom of Costco. Notorious for its oversized portions and $1.50 hot dog combo, Costco is the apex of consumerism. From the days spent being toted around in a shopping cart to when I was finally tall enough to reach lofty sample trays, Costco has endured a steady presence throughout my life. As a veteran Costco shopper, I navigate the aisles of foodstuffs, thrusting the majority of my weight upon a generously filled shopping cart whose enormity juxtaposes my small frame. Over time, I've developed a habit of observing fellow patrons tote their carts piled with frozen burritos, cheese puffs, tubs of ice cream, and weight loss supplements. Perusing the aisles gave me time to ponder. Who needs 3 pounds of sour cream? Was cultured yogurt any more well-mannered than its uncultured counterpart? Costco gave birth to my unfettered curiosity. While enjoying an obligatory hot dog, I did not find myself thinking about the all-beef goodness that Costco boasted. I instead considered finitudes, and infinitudes, unimagined uses for tubs of sour cream, the projectile motion of said tube when launched from an 80-foot shelf, or maybe when pushed from a speedy cart by a scrawny 17-year-old. I contemplated the philosophical, if there exists a 33-ounce jar of Nutella, do we really have free will? I experienced a harsh physics lesson while observing a shopper who had no evident familiarity of inertia's workings. With the cart filled to overflowing, she made her way towards the sloped exit, continuing to push and push while steadily losing control until the cart escaped her and went crashing into a concrete column 52-inch plasma screen TV and all. Purchasing the Yuletide Hickory Smoked Ham inevitably led to a conversation between my father and me about Andrew Jackson's controversiality. There was no questioning Old Hickory's dedication. He was steadfast in his beliefs and pursuits, qualities I'm compelled to admire, yet his morals were crooked. We both found the ham to be more likable and tender. I adopted my exploratory skills, fine-tuned by Costco, towards my intellectual endeavors. Just as I sampled buffalo chicken dip or chocolate truffles, I probed the realms of history, dance, and biology, all in pursuit of the ideal cart. One overflowing with theoretical situations and notions, both silly and serious. I sampled calculus, cross-country running, scientific research, all of which are now household favorites. With carts in hand, I do what scares me. I absorb the warehouse that is the world. Whether it be through attempting aerial yoga, learning how to chart black body radiation using astronomical software, or dancing in front of hundreds of people, I'm compelled to try any activity that interests me in the slightest. My intense desire to know, to explore the bounds of rational thought, this is what defines me. Costco fuels my insatiability and cultivates curiosity within me at a cellular level. Encoded to immerse myself in the unknown, I find it difficult to complacently accept the what. I want to hunt for the whys and dissect the hows. In essence, I subsist on discovery. Okay, we can all tell that this essay is exceptional. But why? Well, allow me to break it down for you, starting with technique number 1, strong hook and stronger conclusion. Instantly, Brittany starts with a terrific hook. Managing to break free from my mother's grasp, I charge. Here, Brittany not only opens with conflict, but the scene is so full of energy that it makes you genuinely resonate with her passion and curiosity. Her hook is an example of what we call a problem hook, which is a hook that introduces a problem, but it can also introduce the resolution of a problem. But there are plenty of other types of hooks that work effectively too. You could begin with eye-catching dialogue or a thought-provoking question. Just make sure that your very first sentence is fantastic, since admission officers have been known to skim entire Common App essays if they don't like the first line or paragraph. Trust me, it's sad, it's crazy, but it does happen. Similar to how she starts strong, she ends with an even stronger conclusion that leaves the reader feeling inspired. What's remarkable about this final paragraph is its optimism, while simultaneously articulating Brittany's plan for the future. This is particularly key for college essays, since admission officers are always wondering, why should we accept you? What can you contribute to our campus? In this case, Brittany effectively answers that question by saying she seeks discovery. Yes, it's simple, but it's also undeniably effective. Moving on to the second technique, questions. One of the most clever tools that Brittany uses to transform a mundane topic like Costco into a legendary essay is her use of questions. She asks a few different types of questions in the essay, effectively allowing her to show and not just tell the reader about her never-ending curiosity. Just take a look at this one here. Who needs 3 pounds of sour cream? This question not only injects humor and personality into her essay, but also shows how Brittany is constantly investigating the world around her, even at Costco. She also poses this question about Nutella. Just like before, she adds some humor, but this question also alludes to her capacity to think really deeply and critically about philosophical issues like free will. That said, questions can be used to express more than just curiosity. They can also be used to capture enthusiasm, which is exactly what Brittany does, particularly when she pairs them with amazing verbs. By the way, my dear virtual little sibling, if you're finding this analysis helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's such a small act of kindness, but it really goes a long way in helping us share more of these free educational resources with terrific students just like yourself. Where was I? Yes, technique number 3, verbs. To really get this point across, let's return to reinvestigate Brittany's opening paragraph. Check it out. Her constant stream of strong verbs amplifies every emotion she's feeling, from horror to awe. She could have easily described the same scene with weaker language, writing something like, "My mom looked scared as I ate my churro and ran around the aisles of Costco." But instead, Brittany's use of grander verbs like jettison, sliced, towered, perfectly encapsulates her childlike wonder and admiration. Okay, so far we've been spending a lot of time talking about how Brittany has done an exceptional job conveying her thoughts, emotions, actions. However, what you'll notice is that her essay doesn't just put her in her own world. She makes a point to ensure her story doesn't come across as Brittany in a cave. This is when a student just yaps about all the cool stuff that they did all by themselves without interacting with anyone else whatsoever. Don't do this, red flag. Even though Brittany's story pretty much uses 0 dialogue, she still managed to share a very detailed and personal anecdote about a conversation she had with her dad, as well as a bunch of recollections regarding how she would observe the other customers at Costco. By adding in observations like this one about the ham, we're able to see how Brittany's mind operates. Also, we get a really good sense of what her values are. Our fourth and final technique, figurative language. Ultimately, what distinguishes Brittany's essay as a top 1% piece is her use of metaphors and poetic devices. Check this excerpt out again. The way she claims she was a conquistador underscores her knowledge of history, as she mentions El Dorado, the lost city of gold. And instead of saying, "I wandered around the aisles of Costco in search of free samples," every word, every phrase feels like it's meant to be there, as it conveys her fairy tale-like adventure through the magnificent kingdom of Costco. In my professional opinion, it's not any one individual metaphor, but rather the collection of metaphors, the layers of these poetic devices, which has made Brittany's essay stand the test of time and remain one of the best Common App personal statements I have ever read, and probably will ever read. Remember guys, when you see amazing essays like these, use them as inspiration. Feel free to borrow and steal certain verbs and techniques, but obviously don't copy and plagiarize the whole thing. Hopefully this essay didn't make you feel like a lesser writer, but inspire you. I wanted to show you guys this particular Costco essay because so many kids tell me they have nothing cool to write about, but I don't think that's true. You can write about anything. The topic doesn't matter so much as the execution, the lessons learned, the insight, the reflections. As I mentioned at the start of this video, you can truly turn any topic, anything mundane, whether it's lifeguarding or taking care of bonsai trees or flipping burgers, into one of the best stories that you've ever written. If you're looking for professional help getting there, check out our website, www.elevated.school/editmyessay. Our specialty lies in editing. Many other college consulting firms approach us just for this service, and lots of students who just had 1 or 2 essays reviewed, edited by us, got into their dream school. You can even use this code YouTube15 to get 15% off your first purchase. If you guys have any questions, comments, ideas for future videos, please leave them in the comments section below. And don't forget to check out this playlist where we cover how to answer every single supplemental essay question, as well as this playlist where I talk about how to get into any college. Thank you so much for watching. Finally, here's a present, a clip of me breakdancing for watching until the end. Until next time, my dear virtual little sibling, peace.